You won't even realize it happened until you look at yourself one day and you're no longer who they remember. No warning, no breakdown, just silence. Because something inside you finally said, enough. It doesn't always look like a meltdown. Sometimes it's silent, so quiet, not even your closest ones notice. But something just snapped, and the world doesn't feel the same anymore. It wasn't a loud scream or a dramatic goodbye. No, it was that one message you didn't reply to. That one favor you didn't do. That one time you chose sleep over pleasing someone else's chaos. And just like that, something inside you changed its shape. You look the same. You talk the same. But something about you doesn't bend anymore. And the ones who were used to your softness? They notice it. They call it attitude. They call it cold. But you call it survival. At first, you try to explain. You give them context, timelines, breakdowns. You offer charts of everything you tolerated just to keep peace. And they nod, like they care. But deep down, they're not listening. They're just waiting for you to return to default. But you won't, because the snapping wasn't accidental. It was earned. One ignored boundary at a time. One fake smile too many. One emotional bandage over a bullet wound. You didn't change overnight. You burned out silently. You kept showing up with a full cup, even when no one noticed yours was cracked. And then came the day when you poured, and nothing came out. That's the snap. Not loud, not obvious. Just final. You start noticing things. Conversations feel heavy. Small talk makes your skin itch. People ask, "What's wrong?" And you pause. Because how do you explain that you're tired of being a function, not a person? They liked you better before. Before you questioned their passive aggression. Before you stopped laughing at their dry insults. Before you stopped making excuses for everyone who mistook access for entitlement. Now they say you've stranged, and for once, you're proud of that accusation. You don't chase closure anymore. You don't water relationships that only bloom when they're thirsty for attention. You don't answer the phone just because it's ringing. You've stopped being emotionally available to people who treat your presence like background noise. And the silence you now live in? It's not loneliness. It's detox. You used to feel guilty for putting yourself first. Now you feel guilty for not doing it sooner. And no, you don't hate anyone. You just stopped participating in your own mistreatment. It's funny how they don't notice the years you tolerated them, but they do notice the second you stop. It's not revenge. It's not drama. It's not a phase. It's clarity. And once you have it, you can't unsee it. There are no dramatic exits, just quiet decisions that echo forever. You wake up one day and realize you've been shrinking yourself to fit into places that were never meant for you. Rooms that applauded your silence. People who mistook your tolerance for weakness. And then you stop. That's the snap. It's not a breakdown. It's a breakthrough. You're not angry. You're just done. And the most terrifying version of you isn't the one that screams. It's the one that simply walks away without looking back, without a speech, without needing to prove a thing, because something just snapped, and you finally realized you were never supposed to break for others in the first place. If this felt a little too real, you're not alone. Subscribe for more truths they won't say out loud, but you've already lived through.